Well, I live out in the country in Iowa, and our native forests are all hardwood, and those pines back there are not native. We've got red cedar trees that are softwood trees. That's about the only softwood tree we have growing in Iowa. This big oak tree right here is 30 inches across the stump. This past summer, a big wind came through and blew the top out of it, so it was just kind of an ugly tree. So I've chosen to cut it down in January because the lawn's thawed, and so when that big tree fell, it didn't bust the lawn all up. So that's what I'm doing right now. And my chainsaws that I use are old HOMELITEs, and I would love to replace them, but I just can't seem to wear these things out. And this saw here is a HOMELITE C-72, and I did a little Googling and YouTubing and found out there's several videos there, but nobody seems to show this saw when it's really doing its work. And I'm going to fire it up here in a minute, and we'll cut through this 30-inch oak log, probably go down on this end. I've been working on cutting off pieces about 20 inches long and then splitting them up into about 6 pieces. A 20-inch long piece of this log weighs about 300 pounds. So the goal is to get what's left of this log into the truck and up the hill and where it goes. One thing I'd say is if you don't know how to cut trees down, learn how to do it correctly. I'm not going to tell you where to go to learn how to do that, but learn how to do that correctly. I drove by a farm site here several years ago. There was an ambulance just leaving, and the man had chosen to take a tree such as this and walk up to it with that saw, and then just to start to slice through this tree without any relief cut there. And he got about that far through the tree, and the tree toppled over and split and fell on him. And so he didn't know what he was doing, and he paid for it with his life. What I've done when I felled this tree is I took this big old HOMELITE saw and cut a wedge. Right there's the wedge out of the tree right here, going about 1/3 of the way through. And then I came up on the back side and cut the second cut, leaving about 2 inches to control the tree, and then it fell nicely exactly where I wanted it to. This HOMELITE saw is a monster. The power head weighs 18.5 pounds. With the bar and the chain on it, I put it on a scale, it weighed 26 pounds. So this isn't the saw you want to take up and cut limbs out of a tree. It's once you're going to cut the tree down and cutting up the big sections, that's what this saw is for. When I fire it up, you probably want to turn the volume down. It is loud. Okay, got the safety glasses on, the earplugs in. Here's where you turn the sound down. minutes and seconds were on that YouTube video. That's what took that saw to blow through 30 inches of oak that's about 80 years old. Hell of a saw. You ever get the chance to buy one, you want to do it. That's what it left for an edge.